Man, I think I have literally got to the point to where I don't want to vape anything else but disposables now. I never thought there would come a day that I just wanted to pick up a disposable and walk out the door and get my day started, but it's here.
I feel like this show's sponsored by somebody.
Yeah, it's coming, folks. It's coming. Damn. We
Nothing
got
like
one.
good disposable.
Yep. Ain't nothing better in this world than a good old disposable. Wow. I guess I need to go knock on a few doors and tell folks that the show's about to begin here.
Like, wake your ass up.
Yep, it's Tuesday. I mean, it's same day, same time, same place, but I know how this shit's going. Anyway, I know what y'all came for. Y'all came to see it. Smoothest transition in any show on YouTube, much less TV, Netflix, anywhere you go. Ooh, it just asked me again if I'd like to insert an ad. I'd insert an ad just to piss folks off right now for the hell of it. I wonder what kind of ad would pop up.
Probably a Philip Morris ad.
Probably so. Well, let's get this show rolling. Here we go, folks.
Bum, 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 bum.
What's going on, folks? It's the True Liar Show, number 361. You realize 3 more shows, and we will officially hit the 7-year mark.
Holy fucking shit.
3 more shows and 7 years.
I don't know of any TV shows that have ran that long.
I don't think I know of any myself. I don't know. I know 7 years, man. That's like...
That's a long fucking time for having hardly... Well, you've had content for the first, 5 years, maybe?
I thought you were going to say the first 5 shows, and that was about it. I don't know, man. Are you interested in doing any buffets tonight? Anything new, or are we, past all that shit?
Nope. I got a bunch of disposables. Vaping. I do got something. Maybe not new, but where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. Vaping on an RDA finally. The BTFC Focus. There you go.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Haven't vaped on an RDA. Seems like in forever.
Yep.
Other than that, same shit.
And we'd ask Mike, but as y'all know, Mike is on vacation down at his millionaire pad down there in Florida. Mike owns property all over Florida, so I don't know exactly which location he's visiting at the moment. But if you're in the Florida area, and that's a pretty big area, look up Mike. Maybe you'll find him somewhere. Tonight, I've got one new one to show you. I was told maybe to hold off before I show this. But I'm like, you know what? Why make y'all wait? Why not let me bring the new to vaping? Something y'all haven't got to see in a good while. It's been a long road, but here it is, folks. I never thought I would see this ever. I don't even know if I want to show it yet, but I am. I'm going to show it to y'all. Let me introduce to y'all. We don't have a name for it yet. But me and Ginger went in on a collaboration together. Yes, ST has joined up with Boxer. We will be introducing our new line of disposables. So right now, that's just a prototype. We're still working on things, but there you go, folks.
Logo right there.
Oh, shit. That's what these shows have come to. So there you go, folks. You got to see it here first. You can go ahead and start emailing him now to find out release dates on all this shit.
Woo,
So,
can't wait for that one to hit.
there you go.
Be a hot one.
Oh, man. Well, folks, I hope everybody had them a good 4th of July. I was just sitting here talking with Mark on how I kind of understood that, Sunday night was supposed to be, the big night of shooting fireworks off because technically you didn't have to get up on Monday. Most people didn't have to go to work. But no. Folks held out till last night, the day of the 4th, and they went ballistic last night. I could not believe, because I was sitting here thinking, I have heard through some people that the prices of fireworks went up just like everything else in this world's going up. But last night, if that was the case, folks literally just spent their kids' college money last night shooting it up in the air and blowing that shit up. So
Yeah, that shit went up like 30%.
it freaking was, and the shit went, I mean, I went to bed like at midnight last night, knowing I got to get up early and go back to work today, and they were still going at it. I mean, damn, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
about 1 o'clock here. And there's always that one that goes off at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Just one really loud one.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So, I guess somebody has brought us some content for the beginning of the show. So, I guess we'll just go ahead and announce this because I know he wants it announced. So, Michael Blim has just made it clear that after this month, he's done with the membership over here because he's thought about himself instead of thinking of others and went out and bought himself a brand new truck.
That son of a bitch.
Now, if he bought the proper truck, I could kind of understand, but I think I seen in chat that he bought a Chevrolet, and I just lost all respect for you. I mean, what the hell's going on here, son? You should have bought a Ram, son.
You got more important priorities than buying yourself a new truck, like donations and memberships.
Exactly. I mean, that should come first in life, not a damn truck. I mean, you've got a truck already. You've got like $1 million 18-wheeler that, you drive all over the country. Why you need another truck, I don't know. But who am I to question that shit? So,
Ooh, someone threw half sticks of dynamite into Jason's car and pool. I'm sorry, but that would probably be funny as hell. Even though it's probably not funny,
ooh,
but
damn.
did it fuck your car up and your pool up?
That's not good.
Du-du-du-du.
Oh, look at this. He coming in swift tonight.
Wow.
We don't have near the viewing pleasure tonight, but I'm still going to give this man his prompts. Marvin Norton has just entered the building, so everybody, stop what you're doing. Give Marvin a little wave or, a little smiley face. If not, this man will go into full depression in that damn home he's in and not talk to anybody for a little while. Blim says Rams have weak transmission, sir. That is a big negative, but anyway. Oh, man.
Scared that my dog was doped up for the past 2 nights on CBD. 20 milligrams of CBD. And she was just like laying there just staring at the wall the whole night.
Oh, damn, I forgot the dog was scared of fireworks and shit like that.
She gets fucking terrified. Happy birthday, Marvin, for the 90th time.
Yep. Marvin, you've had a shit ton of birthdays on this show, son. And, I'm always glad that I can bring them to you. So, I don't know. I don't really know much more going on. I know it was kind of a depressing day yesterday to see what was going on close to Mark. I see the death tolls rose by another member again. So, we're up to 7. So.
I got an email right before the show, or did I delete it? I think I deleted it. He's been charged with 7 counts of murder?
Yep.
Yeah, 7 it was, I think.
And now, I guess today there's been a little more revealed that this man dressed up in women's clothing so he could blend in with the crowd, and I guess he had makeup on because they found like a little closed circuit video and kind of did a still shot of him. It looks like he's got makeup on, I guess, to cover some facial tattoos on him so he could blend in. But now, and again, I just seen this a little while ago. It could have been out for just a hair, but I'm noticed it's, more and more videos start popping up on the tube about things. But now there's actual video where you can hear the gunfire going off in the background and see people scattering. But it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, apparently he's like a rapper.
I heard that.
He had a YouTube channel. He's at Instagram. he made a lot of videos and songs. They were pretty like weird looking. They wiped out all his social media, like everything is just like disappeared.
I was reading about that early this morning that that they shut down his YouTube channel. Well, yeah, pretty much all his social media stuff. So,
But there's a few videos that he made that are still floating out there that are pretty fucked up.
yeah, he seemed to be a pretty creepy. I mean, he was creepy looking. I will
Yeah,
give him that. Very, very creepy looking. He almost looked like if you were to put some white face paint on him, he'd look like that little puppet dude on Saw. Remember the?
oh yeah, you're right.
I
Yep.
swear, if you'd have painted his face white, that is exactly who it would be. But
Got that weird like ovalish face with a pointy chin, like real creepy looking dude.
yeah, it's like even though the frame of his body is like a toothpick, the head
Hmm.
just doesn't seem to fit the body. It's
Nope.
kind of weird looking. I don't know, but I see a lot of man. It's like all of a sudden folks just jumped up and jumped in here. Now we got a show going.
Da-da-da-da.
It's sad, man. Here we are. I can't even turn 100 now.
No, but my show the other night was pretty horrible too. I don't feel bad.
You know, as time goes on, the number should have like slowly increased and kept going, not hit the max and then started dropping off. We're going in reverse right here for some reason, but I see a lot of folks are in chat talking about their trucks, and yes, y'all know what number one is. I don't even have to say it, but
It's all about the Kia minivan.
here we go.
Free oil changes for life.
Oh man, hold on, let me look at this on my phone. So, we're all over the place talking about stuff. I did find a new channel. If y'all are some people like me that kind of get bored with some of the same shit you watch over and over and you haven't stumbled across this, it's pretty cool. And I've got to look at the name of the channel again so I don't mess it up. So let me do this real quick. Because I just put a video out today. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh man, where'd it go? Dude, every time I scroll through my videos, I'm seeing your picture with the guitar. We will talk about that shortly. All right. So if y'all want a cool channel to check out, y'all might not like it, but I think it's pretty neat. The name of the channel is called Adventures with Purpose. And what it's about is it's really a crew of guys, but it seems to be based around two guys mainly. But what they do is they go and do cold cases where people have come up missing and they've possibly, it could be any number of reasons why it happened, but they're not certain until they find it. But typically it's based around where they were in a car and they drove off like a boat ramp or something like that, and the car got submerged. So they take boats out with sonar and start like hunting them down. And they like to date, they have found like 23 or 24 people.
Jesus.
The channel itself is pretty large. The videos and the editing work and everything, it's all professionally done, but it is some pretty awesome videos to where like, there was one guy had dementia that, just he got mixed up and drove off into like a river or something like that. And after a lot of scanning and doing things, then they dive down. So they'll go down where you can't even see shit. So these guys are experienced divers and all that, and recovery. And they'll bring these cars up to the top and pull it. I mean, now I noticed when they do find a car and it's determined that the body's still in it, they'll put like these big mats over it so you can't see in the car. But it's pretty cool, like what they go through to find this stuff. So, and they don't charge people to do this.
Wow.
It's a
I would
free,
actually I would love to see one of the bodies, like what they look like sitting in the water for that long.
Well, that's kind of what I figured you would want, but
Maybe they have that on their Patreon page.
maybe they do. But yes, go check them out. Leo Barry says, I love that channel, ST. See, there's a person that watches it. So if you're looking for something different, definitely go give it a look at. But yeah, there's my fun fact of the day. I don't think I have any more.
I don't think I have any fun channels. Do I? I watch the same shit over and over and
Well,
over.
I'm the same way, and sometimes when I see something that's sticking out, I'll click on it just for the hell of it because it's like a thumbnail that's pulling me to it. And sometimes it opens the doors to a lot of other things, and then I get interested for a while. But
Like
yeah,
my YouTube search history makes it seem like there's only probably 100 people on YouTube because that's all that pops up. Like
oh
that's
yeah,
I have a select few people I watch, and then
yep, same here. Yeah, well, it used to years ago. I had really nothing but vaping stuff popped up. Now it's very rare you'll see anything vaping pop up on my YouTube. It's more or less everything else I look at. But yeah, I don't know.
they look like your finger after you've been wearing a Band-Aid for a week. Oh, that's it? That's not too bad. All wrinkly. Interesting.
Well, I'm hoping, I'm guessing if you're in here typing, it must mean that most of y'all had a fairly safe 4th of July. I mean, maybe if there's any parts of you that are missing because of some rogue fireworks or something like that, either somebody's typing for you or you're using your feet, or maybe, your feet. By the way, speaking of that, did you happen to see that video I dropped in our group
No, I didn't.
with the dude in the wheelchair?
Oh, no, I seen the thumbnail, but I didn't click on it.
Dude, you need to click on it real quick and look at that.
I,
Just leave the sound off.
Alright. There's another one. I think I know what it's gonna. I didn't see this video, but I think I've seen one like it.
It's basically one of those videos that I just shared, but somebody obviously put, I'm going to hell by looking at this, and I think we've all looked at stuff where,
I'm good. Let's see now.
I mean, it's not as bad as what I thought it would be, but it's still kind of funny to see. I've seen another one similar to it, but
What's on his?
I
What's
don't
on
know.
his?
I don't. That's what I don't know. It looks like
Some plastic cups or something.
yeah, something that was like made by him. Not. It's not a. It's not something you get at the doctor's office. So.
There's one where someone lit like a big ass firework, and their dog ran up and grabbed it right before it went off, and they tipped it over, and the thing started fucking shooting everywhere.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I could show this without the sound.
Well,
one
don't
that
make sure it ain't too crazy.
No, I'm gonna show everybody the one that I just seen from you. Gotta make sure the audio is. God damn, where's the audio? Shut up!
Just turn your volume down.
Yeah, just thought about that. Volume. Gotta dim the lights. Come on, you piece of shit. Hold on, it's to be worth it, folks. Da, 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 da.
Of course, this is oh, there you go. I found this one on Facebook, so things are not good when. So whatever that man's got strapped to the bottom of his feet, I have no idea what they are, but
That's fucking hilarious.
it's kind of like that other dude that was in the electric one, and some other guy came up and lit it, and the shit just died or whatever, couldn't move, and they just started
That dude
going off.
yeah. He couldn't even move. He had to just sit there.
Yeah, he did. So,
That was fucking hilarious.
oh man. But other than that, I don't really know much going on. Got another favorite for y'all coming up here pretty soon. So I know the folks from what is their name again? Zovu.
Zovu or Zuvu or whatever.
Yeah, so you know that awesome live event that they did because I clicked on it and they got the worst actor in LA to do like whatever it is that they were doing for their live event. But
You know what's weird? I reviewed a Vupu product today, and they had that same style presentation where it looks like a generic Apple event.
yeah,
Some dude with an accent talking, and they did it the same way, but they had a different guy talking. So Zuvu and Vupu are the same company, but they had the same kind of. It was really cheesy.
that's what it is. You just nailed it right there. I didn't even think of that. It does. It looks like an Apple event
Yeah.
that was going on. So
And
something was.
the guy that's reading the script, because you could tell he's reading something, he's just reading it word for word and not even stopping or making any sense.
Yep.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And did you ever find out? I mean, how was you supposed to be a part of that?
I guess apparently I wasn't supposed to be a part of anything. I'm like, well, what's the ticket for? Like, you said there's going to be an event. You tell people where, when, and where. You say print out the ticket. I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming I'm telling people there's going to be an event. I'm going to be there, or
See,
yeah, I don't. It was a disgrace.
it's some of that clickbait stuff, but they used it in a real form. They used an actor, which you were the actor,
Yeah,
to draw the people to it like you were going to be involved in it, and it was just one person involved. Yep.
it was fucking sad. But if you go on Vupu's YouTube channel or Zovu and just look at their most recent, it's like a cheesy Apple event where they're showing their new pods, and the guy that's reading it's horrible.
Yeah, it is definitely horrible.
And
Oh man. But
China can never pull off stuff like that. They just don't. I don't know.
it's
Can't seem to
nuts.
do it right.
So I guess that'll be coming from me here shortly. Of course, we pretty quick with stuff, so I did pull one of these out just to kind of look at it, and I was reading the boxes. Of course, I haven't educated on any of my little. Hold on, what am I trying to say? I have not educated on what all these things will do. And you might say to yourself, well, hell, how would you have to educate yourself on that? Well, I took this thing out. I see it's got like a little airflow adjuster, and this thing is huge. But the thing about it is, if you read the fine print that's on these little American boxes, because it's for the American people, did you realize that some of them are a 3 milligram and then there's others that are 50 milligram? But
Are there some that are 50?
yes.
Oh shit! I thought were all 3 milligram.
No, I've got two here that are 50s and two that are 3s, but they both have a title of Nick Salt above all of them.
See, I might have been vaping one that was 50 and thought it was 3.
So obviously this is a 3 because this is more of a direct lung. This is not really an NTL. So yeah, if you were doing 50 out of this, you would probably not be in a good state.
Nope.
The 51, which I haven't even taken out of the wrapper yet. Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's in a smaller box than the other ones. And I think you had this one. I'm pretty sure you did. Because
A round tip or a flat tip?
it looks like a boxy one.
Okay,
So this is the 50 milligram. But there's another one in here that's 50 also. So there's two 50s, two 3s.
I think the round tip, the big one, is like the 3.
It is. So
I still can't get used to vaping on something like that because I keep thinking it's 50 milligrams of Nick Salt in there. Like, I don't trust China.
yes.
Like, it feels like it's 50.
I'm there with you. I'm still shocked though, even though only time I'm using these is when I sit here at this desk. When I get up, I don't use it anymore. I've still been using these Cloud Nerds.
Those are good.
They are something about them is good. Well, maybe it's because it's got a little U.S. ingredient in it, and maybe it's kind of got me drawn more to it. And these aren't harsh at all.
Yeah, the flavors on them are really good.
Yeah. So I don't know. Cheryl's asking, what you got there, ST? Well, it's some of that, what is it? I keep wanting, I want to say Vupu, but it's Zovu. It's the same company pretty much, but just trying to use a different name there. So, and, what else have we got going here? I'm looking around. I don't see anything else. It's the same old, same old. I did notice that, what was it? I guess Joel's new little RBA, not an RBA, his oh my god, man,
Burrow thing.
Burrow thing. Yes, why am I thinking? I'm guessing it's about, or it's either hit the market or it's getting ready to hit it. So I'm still kind of curious to try that because Ginger had made mention that that might be something that I would like, but
Did Ginger have it or not? I thought
he's got one. He's got one. He says he likes it a lot. It still kind of trips me out using mesh with something like that, but
that's going to be interesting.
yeah, it is. But I mean, I'd really like to use my device, where I'm enjoying using it.
Yeah.
I'm not just using it to use it. I'd really like to enjoy one particular burrow that I'd like. But,
I'm assuming that his burrow tank is going to be on the affordable side.
I'm guessing that it probably will. What is that? Nathaniel says, yes, ST, mine arrives Friday. Okay, well, then I guess they are starting to make their way out in the world.
Nice.
Yeah, and see, I did notice that too. So, obviously, you can use a coil. You don't have to use mesh in it. So, I guess you can go both routes with it. So,
that should be pretty nice. Yeah, I'm curious to know what the mesh would be like in there.
Yeah. And again, it does have the those little cables in it.
Oh, it's $75.
Oh,
who's putting it out?
Hold
Nathaniel? Is it like a Chinese company putting it out, or who's?
$75? Oh, I thought it was going to be like more something like what Tony B had.
Yeah, like $30-$40.
Yeah, of course, he might have teamed up with somebody that kind of on the more. Well, even that though, we've seen prices on some of these. That's still pretty, like, I guess on the cheaper side. That I don't know.
I don't know. It depends on who's making it. I mean, if someone like Vandy Vape is making it or whoever, like $75 may seem a tad bit high, but I have no clues. Orca Vape, they made the silo for the. Okay, the .aio and shit. So yeah, their prices are going to be a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, when you get it, I don't know. Are you in the groups or not? Are you in any of the Facebook groups? If you are,
No.
huh?
Me or him?
Him.
Nathaniel?
Yeah. If he's in the Facebook group, I was saying kind of post up what you think about it, or just revisit the show next week and drop it in the comment section.
I would like to hear a non-reviewer's opinion on it.
Exactly. Dan Carey, what's going on, brother? What's going on to everybody out there, by the way?
I don't have a penis, Dan, so I have nothing to really talk about or complain about. Thank you.
I wasn't going to say this. I was going to leave it alone. I didn't even. It's me and Mark. We were kind of texting back and forth yesterday because we were talking about the stuff going on up there by him, and I forget what it was. I'd walked away to go do something, and I looked at my phone and I seen that video drop, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I clicked on it and watched it, and I thought, "Oh my God, the son of a bitch did it." He went back to the trailer park to make a video.
Yep.
And I sat there and watched it, and I'm sorry, but I don't know who eyes didn't gravitate down lower to see how flat things could be. I never do. I thought there would be like you should have put a sock down there or something, dude.
I had one out. I had a rolled up Ace bandage that looked perfect, and I forgot it was on the table.
Oh gosh.
Fucking sad.
I will give it to Mark though. Mark goes out and does shit that I don't think any of us would do, much less anybody in this chat, much less anybody anywhere else. For you to go do that, did anybody recognize you, by the way, since you went back to the old park?
Uh, Thankfully, no. It's not like I knew people. I only knew like one person and my buddy. So
Yeah.
no, thank God.
Well, you lived there a while, so I would figure maybe people would just kind of recognize the coming and going of you. But man,
Thankfully not.
I would have to say, like, if somebody came to my neighborhood and there was a minivan with the rear hatch open and some guy just walking down the street, and I give it to you. I give it to you. Your walking was on point. You weren't kind of like you. It looked like you were actually walking.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't walking the best because I was trying to look downward, but yeah.
but I'll give it to him. Mark was walking, playing the guitar, and able to keep in a straight line, all in one setting. There wasn't like one thing that had to be figured out. So I give it to him for that. But if I seen somebody doing that in my neighborhood, I would probably have law enforcement called and they would be like, what the hell's going on here? But
Yeah, it was the kid that was recording me on his phone. That was pretty hilarious. I found that amusing.
I seen it looked like a little black kid was on a bike coming up behind you. And then it's like you transitions to like you did a jump cut and you showed yourself somewhere else. So I was wondering, did that kid ride up and start asking you questions or say something to you? Or
At one, because I recorded that like 3 or 4 times in a row, and at one point the dude was just like circling around me and riding right behind me with his phone the whole time, and I'm thinking, dude, get out of the shot, man. He's sitting there for like fucking 3 minutes with his phone. Like, you see the cameras, like, why are you going to be sitting here with me?
that was
But no one said anything. I was shocked that no one said a word. Maybe they were in shock, or maybe I did do it in like the decent part of the trailer park. We didn't go up front to the really kind of rough part because I probably would have got shot.
yeah.
We did it more towards the back.
Well, I know you had made a comment like a few weeks ago talking about that you were anticipating maybe trying to pull this off like in the hood.
Yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been hilarious.
I'm gonna say that even though I'm always down for a good laugh, I don't want to see you in that position because I don't think it's going to be a good laugh. I think you're going to have a group of guys come out there and just start beating your ass for the hell of it. And
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
it's not going to be a good thing, man.
Definitely not. But I mean, the guitar thing was all Michael Blem's idea because if he texted me one day, I think he texted me, and then he's telling me how he's sending me this stuff for July 4th, and I'm like, what are you sending me for? What? And he's talking about, I forgot exactly what the plan was, but he's like, just wait and see what I sent you, and then a guitar arrived, and fucking sandals, and a fucking hat, and he didn't get the swimsuit. He bought me a pair of overalls, but they didn't fit. They were way too small, so I bought the swimsuit. But it was all his idea, and I'm like, you know what? If I do this in a trailer park with a bathing suit, I can keep to that promise that Angela made 2 years ago.
Yeah.
At the same time, do this video, so kind of worked out nicely.
I agree with Hippie on this one. He said that kid's Tic Tac, even though we know it's TikTok, blew up. Probably so. If that kid had him a little TikTok going and was filming Mark while he was doing it, this dude probably put his twist on things. And Mark's probably like huge in some community right now that we just don't know about. But I only say that stuff about, you going somewhere else like in the hood because I've even showed you this guy, but I think you have watched him on your own too. You know the guy, and he mainly stays in Chicago, but his YouTube channel is named like Charlie Boy or something like that, and all he does is ride around in the hood and just like
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
But he stops a lot of the times and
Yeah.
talks to a lot of the gang dudes that are all standing out. And dude, while the dude's like sitting here talking, man, all there's like kids walking up, yanking pistols out of their waistband, just like pointing at the camera. I'm thinking if you're in some kind of situation like that, it ain't going to end well.
He must be like an old school something to enable to do all that. Because I watched some of his videos, and he got some
Dude,
crazy.
he goes into all, I guess, the worst places. I mean, he's been all over the country because he goes into the hoods all over the place, and there's people that sit there agree to talk to him and stuff like that. I guess he's like on neutral ground with everybody, and they'll kind
They're
of
all
like,
pulling their guns out and all.
yeah, it's crazy, man. But looky there. Oh, Toro. Man, I ain't seen you in a good while there, but thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, hi, guys. Been away for a while, and I see nothing has changed. ST wall still needs freshening up, and Mark's camera is still crooked.
Wait a minute, my shit's straight.
Dude, if we were to change anything, it would throw you off, so we figured we'd leave it the same. Yeah, I think Mark's. Well, no. I'm looking at Mark's, and
Look crooked, yeah.
it's going downhill. So,
Oh, you know what? You're gonna have to deal with it. This is how it is. That's just how it is. But yeah, but sometimes like sometimes when you go to the ghetto, if you do something that's really like mind blowing funny, like all those hardcore gangbangers can put all that shit aside for like a minute and just laugh their ass off. But there's always going to be that one who just does not find it funny, and
no.
usually that's the one that's going to pull out the piece and start shooting. So,
And
like,
in the day and times we're living now, I
yeah,
just you could light a fuse real quick with somebody over absolutely nothing, and you know they're gonna try to turn it around like, oh, well, why are you coming here to do that shit or something like that, and they'll just like, and
I just
especially if they know you're being recorded, they'd be like, oh yeah, well let's give these folks something to watch right here or something. I don't know.
think if someone sent me there, like, who sent you here?
Exactly. So y'all definitely need to go check out that dude. Like I said, he goes down into New Orleans. He's been out in L.A. Anywhere where you can think of where you would see like some major shit going on. This dude's been right. Oh man, he spends all kind of time in Detroit too,
Yep.
riding around back where like you ain't driving back there, and this dude's just riding up. And there's folks that are still kind of looking at him like you can see the people looking at him like you probably need to get your ass on out of here. So
I think people,
damn.
I think people kind of know him now too, because sometimes when he'll be shooting a video, people will mention him.
Yeah.
So I think gangbangers now, I think they do like a lot of social media, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
They'll be like shouting out their social media, like,
And that's the thing. Peter Muchko, man, I ain't seen you around in a while. Thank you for rejoining there, sir.
"What's
I
up,
guess
Peter?"
I guess you'll be taking Michael Blim's spot when he drops off, but I appreciate that, sir. The name of the channel, Mark, we look it up so we get the correct spelling because I think he spells boy kind of a different, but I believe it's Charlie Boy.
Hold on, let me look. Da-da.
But dude, he's got a shit ton of videos of where he stops and like all the gangbangers are out there talking and just like,
Honest
dude,
fan. Let me see. Make sure this is it. Yeah. Is it Charlie Boy 313?
that's it.
CharlieBo 313.
That's it.
Houston. He's Houston.
Dude, he's been everywhere where there's like the hardcore hood stuff at.
I know every part of the world has their own different like accent and like
Yeah.
slang. I can barely Chicago. I can understand, but everybody else, I can't understand what the hell they're trying to say.
It is kind of like Mark was saying, it is kind of funny. You'll see it a lot with all of them, but it's like especially in the Chicago area well, no, really the Chicago area. every time he's asking these guys, so what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? And all of them like, oh, we're rappers. We're rappers. We got YouTube channels. And as soon as they start naming names off, I have stopped the video, went to my YouTube search and started looking up. And sure enough, dude, all these dudes have channels. They've been making videos. They got like Instagrams that are all blown up and stuff. I'm like,
They're sitting
damn.
there with like guns in their holster, and they got big old bags. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's nuts on there to see it, but I guess everybody's allowed to do the social media stuff too. But
I used to deliver Fago in Detroit. Ugh, that's the worst soda ever.
oh Lord, yeah, it's definitely a trip though. It's still like when I watch sometimes like seeing him in Detroit. Now, needless to say, when we were in Detroit, we weren't in where that stuff is at. But I guess nowadays being anywhere in Detroit is kind of like you have to watch yourself. And how we just freely walked along the streets like we owned the place when we were there 2 times.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shock that none of us ran into any type of problems or anything while we were there. But I don't know.
Well, that's before shit got really crazy.
Yeah, well, I think it's always been crazy there. So, Blam says, "Hell yeah, big ass kids would chase me down for that shit." Damn.
Fago's so nasty. Why would they chase? I mean, Fago's more of like a. I don't know.
It's actually a pretty big brand, but I don't.
Yeah.
I've had it, and it tastes like shit to me. But
It's always in the dollar store. And they have tons of flavors and a bunch
Yep.
of different like wrappers and ICP and all of them drink it. And so, oh, I need some Fago. It's horrible.
yeah. Well, shit. I'm trying to think of any other channels that sometimes you can. I'm trying to think.
We were in the car like last week, I think, before my kid went to Tennessee, and Angela was talking about us doing some challenge. I guess people are doing. They're slamming like a 2 liter or 2 bottles of Sprite to see how long of a burp they do, and then I was thinking of Badland Chugs, and my son's like, "Oh, you should see this dude on YouTube, man. This huge guy. He takes down all these big drinks, and he's like." His name's like Badland Chugs or something. Like, oh my god, you watch him too?
So we were looking at him like 2-3 years ago.
I think take down a 2 liter of Sprite like it ain't nothing.
Yes, he can. I hadn't even checked on him in a while. I unsubscribed from that channel because after a while I was getting kind of old seeing some of the stuff, but I don't know if he's even putting videos out anymore.
I wonder if he's still alive. Is the question.
Omar, look at him coming in with that freebie since he's been a member for 14 months. He said Mark's video was madness. It was a horror movie. Damn, Omar. How do you really feel?
His last video 4 days ago, Arizona Energy Herbal Tonic Iced Tea. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was real big into buying those. He was going to that site where you could buy like drinks like soft drinks that weren't being made anymore, that you could still get online, like some weird Mountain Dew mix or whatever.
Dude, how does he drink? He's doing Mountain Dew energy drinks now. Like, how does he do all that and not kill it? Like,
And you got to think about it. If he hasn't stopped that channel, that means he's constantly been doing shit. We know for a fact that he's been doing it at least 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
And this man don't let it. But man, when I saw him do 2 full boots of eggnog, and he's still here to tell the story, that man's insides aren't like what ours are for some reason. I don't know.
He's taking down energy drinks. That's crazy.
Wow.
He's got to be like invincible or some shit. Because
he must be. Oh god.
By the way, that glass boot that I bought, I think I used it one time and that was it.
Same here. Actually, we did whatever we did with them.
Mm-hmm.
It sat on a shelf and got kind of dusty. I still had the box. I put it in the box, and no lie, it either went in the trash or it went to Goodwill. I'm kind of hoping it made it to Goodwill, actually, but I
Mm.
don't think so. Fly Kicks, he says he's going to have an effing heart attack. You, I mean, he should have had it years and years ago.
Yep, he should have.
I don't know what's going on.
He's got to have something. Something must be going on with him.
Yep.
I know he's got some dude that records his videos now and shit for him.
Well, I think his son,
Is that his son, possibly?
yeah, his son got into doing like videos. I think his son's into some music or something too and does like recording, but I think he was doing editing on his videos also. But I
What's
don't
up,
know.
Red?
Red, what's going on? But what other good shit's been going on?
Hmm. I don't think.
We still down for like continuous weeks of disposables from you?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Disposables. Let's see, what do we got? We've got. I know people are excited to hear this. What do I got? I got the Uno Eclipse, the Uno 4K. I got the Be More Singa, whatever the hell that is. The
Ooh.
Freeton F Resin Pro. Then we got some Delta 8 and HHC disposables. We got the Osmall 2 or Osmall from Vaporesso, and another Elf bar. It's all disposable. That's all it is now.
I was telling Mark the other day that I don't know if I was talking about this live or not, but I had a company hit me up, and they hit me up numerous times to keep saying, "Hey, would you be interested in reviewing and trying or what?" It's the newer Delta 8. It's the Delta,
HHC stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just would never respond because it's like, it's just, I'm not going to do it and I'm not going to put it on my channel. It's just something I've never done. It's something I'm not interested in reviewing. But I mean, I could have just, I guess, had the courtesy to email him back, just say, no, I'm not interested. But he was pretty adamant, hit me multiple times. And then I guess he finally just quit doing it. But I'm like, it's pretty funny
Yeah, I
I,
had one company that kept emailing me and I didn't reply, and he just kept going and going and going.
yeah.
And I'm like, but the HHC stuff, I like that because that's the stuff I reviewed before, and it's kind of like CBD and Delta 8 mixed together, and it doesn't make you paranoid, and that one I actually really like. So when they said they had the HHC pen, I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely do it because that stuff was actually pretty good.
Is that like the, what is it, the Heaven's Gift, whatever it was, shit?
God's gift thing, yeah. It's a different company though this time.
Gotcha.
Jason, the bulk has been in the mail for the past 6 months. I know tracking is slow, but it says eventually be there.
Jason's on a roll tonight. He says, I heard Mark wore out his boxer burl from overuse. Wow.
I wore the button now, and I've just been using it nonstop.
Damn. Michael Blam says, energy drinks will give you diabetes. I get sugar-free nowadays. So what's the point in getting them if you're getting them sugar-free? Isn't like the sugar is what gives you the damn energy?
No, they still got shit tons of caffeine and other like weird vitamins. But I always heard like even the sugar-free ones are bad for you.
You know, there's a few things, couple of things. Well, there's probably a lot of things I hadn't done in life, but energy drinks was one thing that never made it to my roster. The only time I've had anything related to an energy drink is when I was at a bar with my brother and we were doing like the Red Bull shots.
Oh yeah.
That's the only time. I've never actually just sat around and drank a Red Bull or any of these energy drink things. It's just, I guess it's just never sparked me to do it, or I don't know. I've never been interested in drink. But I know some people drink them religiously, and I hear they're like way worse than any soft drink could be. So,
Oh yeah. And that's like got to be the most unhealthiest, unsafest way to drink it is with alcohol because you got a downer and an upper you're mixing together.
yep.
And ooh, even though it feels good at the time, boy, you feel like shit the next day.
And I think the only reason why I did it is because everybody else was doing it, and I didn't want to look awkward not doing it. And so, and you know, already being lit pretty well already, it's like, why not do it? But
Jaeger and Red Bull. I used to love. I used to drink. So good.
Uh,
Mm, Same here. Only water and occasional seltzer. Yeah, what's with the seltzer water thing? Like, that's all I ever see now. It's seltzer water and then the seltzer water alcohol. That's like taking over
yeah,
the market now.
I don't like. Who was that? Wasn't it Brian that always drank like sparkling water? See, shit
Yeah.
like that. I don't.
I don't not.
I'm not into that. Like when I'm drinking water, I'm drinking this right here. I'm drinking actual water. I don't want fizzy, like bubbly flavored water or just fizzy water or any shit like that. I just want water. But I know some people are into all that shit. I don't know.
I don't think I'm the only one that likes tap water. Like I prefer tap water over bottled water.
No, no, I got to have. It's got to be in a bottle or it's got to be filtered through a refrigerator water. I don't want it straight out of the tap.
For some reason, I don't know what it is, but tap water, I just like it a little bit more.
But now as a kid, it'd be all day long. I'd run to the side of the house where the water hose was at and be drinking out that damn thing because we
Yep.
couldn't run in and out of the house. I had another good little thought, and I'm certain this has been kicked around before, but I don't think I've ever kicked it around. Doesn't it seem odd that obviously the 4th of July is what the U.S. celebrates? No other country celebrates that. Not to say that other countries don't have means of where they use fireworks
Hmm.
to celebrate whatever event it is. But do you realize, as American and as patriotic as the 4th of July is, where do we get the majority of our fireworks from?
China.
Exactly. What
Makes no sense.
makes no sense at all.
Nope. I never understood that myself. I'm like, this is like a full blown, like, patriotic American type of thing, and
Yeah,
everything
we
that's going off is from China.
we rely on China for the fireworks to be able to make it happen over here. So,
Never really understood that.
oh man, I have seen a few videos of people doing some crazy things over the 4th with fireworks, but I had seen a video where some guys were in a tent actually purchasing stuff, and man, they were calling off the prices. Of course, they had the money to buy it, but listening to the prices
Mm.
and going up to the counter, I mean, they went up to the counter and it was like what, 1,100 bucks, and it didn't seem like there was much there. It's just, I mean, some people are into it and I get it. Hell, I'm one of the ones, I go outside to watch other people doing their shit, but I sit here and think, man, that's a lot of damn money right there.
Yeah, I mean, when I was young, it was a hell of a lot of fun blowing it off. And then the older you get, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of fun. And then before you know it, it's like you're watching your kid do it. And then after that, you're just not interested anymore.
Well, you know, it's even, and I guess I'll show my age, which I'm certain a lot of people can relate to this. When we were kids and went to the fireworks stand, we would come back, if y'all remember, like the little brown paper bags that you could put like maybe 140 in, it would be filled up with an assortment of fireworks. And that might be 30, 40 bucks, which back then seemed like, oh my God, I can't believe you spent that. And it seems like you could go half the night on it because really and truly, if you had a few Roman candles and some bottle rockets, you really thought you was having a big time there. But dude, that's not even an appetizer now for what they have out there now. I don't even know if they sell shit like that anymore. It's like everything you've got to buy is probably the biggest, baddest thing out there. So I don't know.
I remember when I was a kid, firecrackers come in a pack.
Hmm.
I would always light the firecrackers one at a time, and I'd get pissed if anyone would light the entire pack. I'm like, dude, you're wasting all the firecrackers. Just light them up one at a time. And then when I got older, I finally started lighting the entire pack.
Jeff said they wanted $300 for a case of artillery shells. I walked out.
Yeah, should have gone up.
Cheryl says, I'm older than dirt, ST, LOL, candy bags. So Cheryl was getting like little candy bags with fireworks and stuff. So
The brown little paper bags. You never.
Yeah, little tiny bags. I can remember being like, if you had one full, you had done something. You're about to have a little show at the house, you know. And now folks wouldn't even look at you. Could do that on a normal night. Nobody would even hear the shit going off now. But the shit they got now, dude, is rattling my house.
They got some crazy. There apparently was some kind of. I don't know if it was like 3 years ago or 10 years ago. There was a state that was doing like a firework display, and I guess at the end of the night, and something happened, and they all went off at the same time.
Oh,
But
damn.
there was a video playing on YouTube, and it said something like, "We remember such and such day when the whole display went off at the same time, and it all goes off. It lasts for about 10 seconds, and it looks crazy looking.
Oh,
People are
wow.
running away from it and shit. I forgot where it was at though. Somebody
Yeah.
in chat might know where it was at.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the drone thing Sunday night, and then there wasn't really anybody doing anything. I was like, okay, I'm not going to fool with it. And then, of course, last night, you know, I'm thinking, oh, shit, I got to go back to work today, and there ain't nobody going to be doing crap. Man, there was so much shit going off last night, but I'll tell you this, though. I don't know where y'all live at, but I can tell you where I'm living at. Even at 9 o'clock last night, we still had like a heat index of like 96. And it was like, I don't know, the actual temperature was like high 80s. Dude, you'd walk outside and it was like you could barely breathe. I mean, it was just like stagnant, nasty hot. So
That's how it is not today.
there wasn't no way in hell I was standing out there trying to fly a drone at night when the sweat just like going everywhere like crazy.
Yeah, the humidity today was almost 80%, and it was like what was it, 96 degrees?
Cherokee. You know what? See, Cherokee is around my age, I'm certain. He
Black
says,
snake.
ST, you have to remember the magic black snake. God, I do. They were like little pellets, and you'd stick a little light to them, and they just start doing their thing. Yep.
And they would fuck up any sidewalk you'd put them on.
Yep.
I always got yelled at because they would fuck the sidewalk up, and sure enough, they did. They left like black stains all over the sidewalk.
Yeah, they did.
What about the factory that made fireworks? Oh yeah, I remember that. Wasn't there a factory or China or something that caught fire?
Yes, I remember that. I think there's a video on YouTube on that one.
Yep.
And Hippie, of course, he's going to throw it out there. He says, I worked all day on a roof with being 109 heat index. The only thing he doesn't want to tell you is he's saying he was on a roof, but I think that he was in some air conditioned like vehicle watching his guys work on a roof. And he just was like in spirit. He was with his guys, but he really wasn't.
Dude, I can only being on the roof in that temperature with the black top or the
Oh,
man,
yeah.
it's hot as
Dude,
shit.
I've got too spoiled now of working indoors. Well, I've really never had an outdoor job, but I know when I leave work and where I work, obviously it's climate controlled. So when I walk outside, man, and the heat hits me, I'm like, man, I feel sorry for folks that are working outside in this crap.
Yeah, it's been this summer so far has been pretty nasty. I missed the balloon lanterns, flaming balloons you sent away off.
I remember those. Yep.
I remember the two that or the three that were popular was one that you nailed to a tree,
It's like a little Chinese lantern.
and then there was one that shot a little dude with a parachute,
Yep.
and you have to go find out where he landed, and then the little army tanks.
Oh, I remember that.
Never
The
shoot
things
them
wouldn't
all.
even roll. They just sit there and blow up in one spot, but they were supposed to kind of somewhat roll.
Yep. Little American fire tanks made in China.
Yep. And then there was like the little, they looked like a big M80, but they were called like rosebuds. So you could light them and they would just spin so quick. It looked like a little flower thing. But we used to light them and throw them at each other and they just go flying all over the damn place. But man, we had a good time when it would come around the 4th because we were always having bottle rocket fights and shit, which nowadays I don't guess you could get away with, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised I never ended up in the hospital with some of the dumb shit we did. I can't do roof shit anymore. I'd fall through. You know?
What was you doing on the roof anyway, Michael Blim? You don't, how, what is it? I mean, was you sitting on top of the truck? Dan says the back of my UPS truck can get, what, up to
40 degrees.
in summer. Damn. I didn't think they treated y'all government folks like that, Dan. Yo, UPS man. I wish Dan was my UPS guy.
He probably just throws the package at the door.
If he found out who I was, he probably would. He'd go through my stuff first to see if there was anything good, and then if there was, he'd take it out and then just like reseal the box up and say, "I don't know what the hell happened to your shit."
I'd look and see who it's from. If it says like Apple, I'd probably just rip the box open.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping jacks, those are actually something did happen to me when I was lighting jumping jacks one year. I remember I had shoes on with no socks, and one of the jumping jacks fell into my shoe and burned a hole like right through the side of my foot. That was pretty nasty and painful.
I didn't even. Did y'all do anything fireworks over the weekend?
No, my buddy's kid bought a whole shit ton, but by the time we were done eating, like I was ready to go to bed. I'm like, dude, I'm going home. I can't stick around for fireworks.
Did y'all go over and see Bill?
Yep. We
Gotcha.
ate, and I was knocked out after that. It was so hot outside.
Douglas says, I work in a restaurant kitchen. It regularly gets 100 degrees and humid enough there's water dripping from the ceiling. Yeah, that... You know, you say water dripping from the ceiling. Does that mean that the food that you're cooking, there's like nasty water dripping off the ceiling onto the food? I'm kind of curious. I might want to stay away from that particular restaurant.
That would be pretty nasty. I always thought kitchens would have like air conditioning and stuff, but I guess not.
Well, I mean, even up to a point, you still got the heat coming off of those grills that are probably like just... Dan says, UPS is a private company. I know. I just wanted to give you some bullshit. My customers love me. They pay us well, so I can look past the fact that we have no AC in the trucks. I will tell you this, though. Like, we got a few different UPS guys that come through. Actually, I don't really ever see one regular person that comes through here. It's just whoever does. But whoever does, y'all must promote. Y'all must tell your drivers they have to wear AirPods, because every driver I see has got a set of AirPods on. I'm guessing, I mean, I'd probably be the same way, wanting to jam out or something like that, or like bullshitting on the phone or doing whatever, but it's like every driver I see come running up has got a set of AirPods in.
It must be a new kind of look or something, because I notice like if I go to a store or something, if there's like a younger kid there, I always notice younger kids just wear AirPods. Like they're always in their ear. Even though if they're not even listening to music, they have them in their ears.
Yeah.
Must be like a look or some shit.
Could be. The new fad. I don't know.
I wear headphones, but I don't actually listen to anything. Not playing any music.
I see a lot of folks doing it, though.
You like to touch.
Cheryl says, I saw a kid that looked like Marcus today. Is Marcus up in that area?
He's in Tennessee, so if you're in Tennessee, you might have seen him.
I think she's a few states over from that. Mike says, I'm an HVAC tech. Hottest attic I ever saw was 157 degrees in North Carolina. Holy shit.
Damn.
I'd have said, dude, when y'all can get this shit down to a reasonable temperature, I'll come back and check your shit out.
I'd been like, everything's looking good up there.
Yeah, so, dude, y'all just turn a fan on for a while or some shit.
Damn, that's fucking hot.
Dan says, we all have them. We call each other all day to make the time pass. Working 12-hour days sucks, so we try and entertain each other. There you go. I mean, a lot of places won't allow stuff like that, so, and maybe even they don't allow it, but y'all gonna do it anyway. I mean, I know I would, but.
So you guys probably call each other talking shit about all the customers that you deliver to.
They're probably like, oh my God, I got a package here, from like some sex shop. Look at this crap right here or something. They probably got all kind of good stories they're talking about.
Did he dye the top of his head? No, he didn't dye his hair, at least not to my knowledge. He better not have.
Oh, I did hear, what was it? I think Friday y'all were talking. I caught part of your show where you were, wouldn't it be some shit if he came home with like the lip ring or whatever?
Dude, I would tear the lip ring out and he'd have like a two-piece bottom lip.
Didn't you say it's your cousin that got a lip ring or your little nephew or whatever?
Yeah. You gotta be fucking crazy. 11, you gotta be nuts. Fuck that.
Yeah, that is kind of like going,
The dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
that's taking it down in age there a bit.
Kid's not even in high school and he's got fucking a lip. What are you crazy? I flipped the condensation pipes up to get the roof leak calls.
Damn, hippie out like doing some shit, man.
The lady, have you had a delivery where the lady opened the door naked? That would be really nice.
I don't know. Honestly now, unless it's a signature required, it's gotten to the point now that most people just walk up and just throw it at the door. Don't even ring or knock or do anything. They just chunk it at the door and they're gone.
80% of the signature required, I don't even have to sign for them sometimes, which kind of pisses me off because they still charge for signature, yet sometimes they don't even do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to blame that on you, Dan. And Haley, if you don't start farting right off the side of my face, I'm going to kill you.
And Tor gonna like rub it in. He said it's raining and 54 degrees here in Bergen, Norway. Dream summer. Yeah, I would pretty much do anything right now. Well, almost anything for it to be 54 degrees outside. I would be loving life if that's what it was right now.
Dude, my fucking central air has been running like almost. I don't even want to see my electric bill. I'm gonna cry, I think.
Oh, this next one coming up for us,
Oh,
it's gonna be a doozy. We even got the electric company sending out emails stating, like, if you need help with the next bill coming, just let us know. We can probably help you out with it, which means that we're about to stick it to your ass. If you need to make monthly payments on your monthly payment, I would think, well, it's probably going to be if you want to make weekly payments on your monthly payment.
yeah, that's when you know it's bad.
Yep. Oh, it's coming. It
I
is
ain't looking
coming.
forward to this.
I'm ready for, which I know it always varies where you live at, because sometimes when I tell people my bill, they're like, whoa, that ain't shit. And then some people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you pay that. So I know it varies and yada, yada. But if I see a bill, a monthly bill for 500 plus, that means that things have been pretty damn serious going on. And I'm almost suspecting we're going to be close to that on the next bill.
Yep, that means, you know what? No more AC for anybody. We're going to sweat our balls off because.
I'm not going to do it. I got one life to live, and I'm living that life comfortable. I'll have to pay something else. I'll have to just be not paid.
Because they said gas and electric have gone up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Complaining about their gas bills doubling and shit like that. And,
We
aren't we
don't-
bitching about it being, or aren't we just bitching about it being 54 degrees?
we get like, I would say we get easily 4 months out of the year that our bill is like barely anything. So it's like that 2 months before summer kicks in, because you don't really have to use the heat. You obviously don't have to use air. So shit stays down. And then like when you're into, I'd say maybe late October heading into December, you might not have to use heat. You're getting close. But then it's like, then the heater doesn't stop running. It's just weird how the weather is here because it gets to the coldest of the cold and the hottest of the hot. So,
This summer has to be the hottest, though, I think, in a while.
man, it's definitely been a pretty brutal one. And we're
I
not
haven't,
even near being done with this shit.
I know. Like, I haven't seen 90 numbers all in a row like this in a long time.
What really sucks is that typically August and September are normally our hottest months, and we ain't even into that yet.
Damn.
Joe says just throw a window unit in the bedroom and stay in there. Man, I wish that's all it took.
That's what we used to do. Like at the trailer, I was too cheap to buy central air, so I bought window units, and they actually did a really good job. But here, I put a window unit in my bedroom, so at night I could just turn off the central air, give it a break. This motherfucker will run all day long. Like today, the humidity was so bad.
Yeah.
That thing is.
Well, see, we've compromised because we like to keep a cool house, and y'all do what y'all do. I'm gonna do what I do. But when we had our little mishap here a few weeks ago with the AC, and we were down for a little bit, did a little compromise. Instead of keeping it at 70, I'm keeping it at 72. Probably not much of a difference at all, but hey, it makes me feel like I'm doing something a little bit better. So
I do a budget of $175 a month. That ain't bad.
I do a budget. It's 170. I don't understand how you can do a budget on that. Like, cause I mean, do you know exactly when to turn lights on and off and what you can do to keep yourself at 175? Or are you talking about just
Oh
a,
no, they have the budget where you pay the same price every month,
oh,
regardless.
okay. Well, shit.
Regardless, if you use, let's say you don't use a lot of electricity, it doesn't add up to 175. You're still paying 175.
I don't
But then in the
think,
summer months where you might go over, you're still paying 175.
I don't think we have a 175 option here.
Yeah, it's different for every house depending on what you usually
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what this next one's going to be. Because the one I just paid the other day, it wasn't too terribly bad, but it was a little quicker and up there than what it should be around this point in time. But
Yeah, I'm gonna cry when I see mine, I think.
yeah, it's definitely a bit of more shocker for you because you got more area to cool now. You got more shit going on. So I'm certain your bills have been looking a lot different than what they used to.
Yeah, at the trailer,
Oh, yeah.
like shit burning on the whole fucking day. Like, oh, leave the lights on. Who gives a fuck? Leave the TV on here. Like, the minute I leave the kitchen, I turn the light off.
Yep.
I'll take a shit in the dark if I have to. My electric bill's only 68 a month. Woo!
Damn. Dan, see, I can feel you there back in the day when my girls were still here. I can, not like that, but getting close. He says, shit, I have two teenagers. My electric bill is $600 a month.
I would kick them teenagers out of the house. Holy shit. That is a expensive ass electric bill.
Yeah, that's a lot of damn, like, just doing whatever. I know I could come home from work with the sun beaming through the house, but you'd have lights on all through the house. You'd have TVs going in rooms that nobody was in, freaking air like 50 degrees and shit. It'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, it stays nice and cool in the basement too, hippie. That's what's nice about the basement. Like, I really don't need to
Yeah.
air condition it or heat it.
What is that?
Damn, you get electric included in your rent? That's a fucking sweet deal.
Well, look at you. Look at you. And
I've rented like 20 apartments in my lifetime and I've never had electric included.
and apparently you probably don't have much of an electric bill if it's summertime and it's only 54 degrees there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, folks. 13 smacking minutes of OT tonight. There you go, in your face. I'm guessing. Hold on, what we got? Nathan says, I live in Russia. My bill is $10 a month. Damn. I'm glad you're picking us up from Russia, first of all, but $10 a month's pretty sweet. So I'm guessing we'll have our exotic millionaire back next week, possibly. I don't know. He might just not even come back anymore, but I guess we should be back in line for next week's fine show. But
We will see.
we will see. So I guess Friday night, be looking for that. And I don't know. You never know what else you get in between it. I mean, Mark might throw up another odd video that's 3-something minutes long because he's realizing that video got him views. And I think he's come to the point now that if he wants them kind of views, he's going to have to come outside of that room to do it. So
That's what. Oh yeah, that's what Angela told me. She's like, well, if you want views, you're gonna have to start doing videos like that. So she's like, give me all these ideas to do different shit. Now I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here.
yep. Hey, you either want to stay on top of the food chain or you just go down in a blaze of glory staying in that basement. You got to make the choice.
Glory.
Oh, man. All right, folks. Well, we will catch y'all next Tuesday. Y'all have a great rest of your week and, yeah, all that good shit. And I have nothing else other than the smoothest outro in the game. So we'll catch y'all next week, folks.
Hi, baby.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't have any good music to end this shit on. I never do.
Get out. What do you want? Get out of here.
Cheryl says, how many views? Man, shit, he's got like 20. He's got 2,000 something views on there, and he just put it up yesterday. So,
Which is good for me.
Yeah.
Maybe not good for a normal person, but
yeah, that's good for him because I think them those high tech disposable disposables he's been doing. I mean, they're getting like 50 to 100 views on it or some shit. I don't know.
oh, they're sad.
Marvin Norton, later to you, son. You old crotchety son bitch, you. And just so Jason doesn't feel left out, goodbye to you, Jason.
Bye, Jason.
And you, hippie.